Creep up, aim, I'm bussin'. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? It's Mitch. It is hot and there's sun. I don't know, it's not even summer yet, but gee, it feels like it. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know what this video is going to be. Oh, don't want to spoil anything. You know what this video is going to be about. Obviously, you got the car back. Oh, I mean, you know, let's just look at here it is. So obviously this is the car, leaf sprung. I need to get some bump stops, that's what I want to do, because that is awfully close to the chassis rail, plus, you know, it's inverting the leaves a little bit. But it is all done. Obviously for those of you with a keen eye, it doesn't have a front drive shaft yet. That's because the distance between is actually quite a bit longer because the diff is also pushed forward. And at full droop, there's going to be a lot more distance for that drive shaft to cover. So I just sent the old one to a guy. He's fixing it up and making it have extended travel. Other than the front drive shaft, it is ready to go. All right, I'm gonna get the car off of this mound, sit it somewhere else in the shade, and I'll just do like a whole rundown of everything. So yeah, I just sort of come down here and give you a bit of a better angle. These are the leaf springs here. What am I doing, like a checklist of a car? LN167 rear springs up front. LN106 diff, it's braced by TM Fabrication. I believe it's a Superior Engineering high steer kit, just to help with flex. We got 12-inch Bilstein shocks, which really help as well. The shock towers and everything are built by TM Fabrication, which is very nice. All of it is engineered as well, so before you go commenting that, yep, it's all legal. All right, so if you have an IFS model, you'll know how much simpler this all looks, and that's what is great. I think about leaf springs, a lot less things to break. You got the rail here that mounts the front of those leaf springs, that had to go on the front. And if you're thinking about doing this, if you have a bull bar, you might have to modify the mounts because they did come out and that you bolted into where this bar is actually welded in now. So then there's also bracing done to the chassis here to house this shock tower. So yeah, the high steer kit here. If you don't know what high steer kits do, normally the steering rod will go underneath the springs, which can pose a problem and a limiter to how much flex you can do because it's going to have to then flex these joints. Diff brace, just for extra strength. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. There did have to be some rear mounts here for the shackles welded onto the chassis, but that all works well. It does flex a lot more than I thought it would. I thought I'd get it back and I was expecting it to flex, but I didn't think it would drop a wheel as far as it does. It's just crazy to see my car, you know, I'm used to it just flexing like a rock and lifting wheels left, right and center, but obviously the limiting factor now is the rear diff. I think it's mainly because it's got 300 kilo or even more. I cannot remember what constant load these springs are, but they are so stiff. But obviously when we fill up the canopy and have the tent on top and everything, that will become more flexy then. Another thing that you may know is the LN106 does have a thinner track, so there is 2 hub spaces in this, just to get the same width track as the rear diff, which a lot of people don't like hub spaces, but these ones are only small and I honestly don't think it's going to be much of an issue at all. But yeah, I guess that's a little bit of the rundown of the SAS. I think it's time that we go out and we just see what we can do. Obviously I'm still in rear wheel drive, don't have that front drive shaft yet, but we'll see what we can do with all wheels flexing around, see if we can get some cool shots. Drop a comment down below, guys, if you reckon solid axle is better than IFS, or if IFS is better than solid axle, and a reason why. I'd like to know everyone's opinions. Obviously comfort is a big one, but off-road capability is also a big factor. So yeah, let me know which one you'd prefer. solid axle IFS. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll see you guys in the next video.